Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with today's trading action. All right, now we've got a key release coming out, the UK CPI numbers. Right now, just looking at the markets, there's a lot of disruption with the fresh bunch of bombing and everything else that's going on out there in the Middle East. So with that, I'd be focusing on sterling crosses more so than just sterling. Okay, we are seeing a bit of up and down action here on the US equity futures. And it's sort of not really lining up with the major currencies, and that's no surprise there at all, to be honest. Sterling is actually doing pretty good, though, right, against most of the crosses. We had slightly better employment numbers yesterday, gives it a bit of a slightly positive tone. But this is the thing, right? We've got a slightly positive sterling, but the dollar is still charging to the top side. So that really nullifies any sort of top side move here. But this is the thing. If we can connect the data, and what I'm talking about is the inflation, like the employment data with today's inflation numbers, then we're going to get probably a more consistent move to the top side. Okay. Now, if you're looking for the data itself, just come into the calendar, right, and come and check the trade scenario. So this will give you a bit of detail around what to expect from the numbers, right? So current market analysis right at the moment. This is pulling data from the live signals page. So you can actually work out what's going on. If we get stronger numbers, well, no pairs are aligned, right? As expected, well, that's just the current market condition. Sterling is actually sort of still going down, right? But weaker numbers, this is where I think the action is, right? If we get weaker numbers, sterling and sterling Aussie are already going down. And that should also push up the FTSE, right? The UK 100. So they're the sort of real things in play. So to me, it's a bit of a no-brainer, because if you go through the scenarios, especially stronger as expected or weaker, or stronger and weaker are probably the two ones you want to focus on. Stronger, nothing's really aligned. And now that doesn't mean you can't be getting long sterling against something, but it's a harder trade, right? Because you're not going with the current trend. So look for weaker numbers for a good trading opportunity on sterling. All right. Now, the live signals, once again, make it easy for yourself. Click on sterling and you'll get the sterling crosses there lining up. It'll show you which ones maybe you should be trading with or not. At the moment, you can see sterling and sterling Aussie are the two sort of favored ones because they're going sideways long term. Still gives us a bit of a bias to the downside with that short-term direction. All right, that's why they are lining up. Okay, so that's where we are now. Just a few updates. I mean, you can see here, I've got the the time zones now in the top column. Gives us a bit more space on the pages. I'll give you some more updates. This is we're in the final day or so of doing all the updates, and it's starting to look quite amazing. But I'll give you all the details and explanations around how this is going to work as well, right? The Bank of England looking for a cut here as well. That's already factored into the market. So it's a bit of a tricky one, right? Because we've got, if you're looking at sterling against the dollar, it looks tricky. You come into sterling, if I just get up my sterling cross page on Metastock, okay, this is where you're sort of looking, you'll probably see sterling what it really needs to do. Right. And I was talking about this yesterday, looking at sterling Kiwi as a potential break here topside. All we needed was stronger numbers. That trade is in play, right? That is more of a old school manual trade, right? We know the trend's down. All we need is, and it's massively oversold. All we needed was strong sterling numbers and you get that trade. So check out sterling, what sterling's doing. It's going up against the CAD, Swiss, Euro. It's going up against Euro, so Euro sterling down, and sterling yen overall still up, right? Get some analysis, technical trend lines around those levels. Let's find out where the secret source is and then go from there, right? Let's really sort of attack these things. So using the live signals, once again, coming into sterling, isolate the instrument, go into the calendar, find out which major pairs are going to be impacted, where the influence is, and then you can sort of piece it together. All right. That's it for me, guys. I'll give you some more updates as we go along. But today, it looks interesting. I know everyone's sick to death of this, but if this thing can just go away somewhere, as in Trump and the Iran situation, it's going to be better for everyone, right? I know a lot of traders are just struggling with the continuous sort of negative geopolitical framework that is sort of hanging over the market somewhat, right? Hang in there. We've got some opportunities. The key to actually trading this stuff is taking the crosses out of play. I mean, take the dollar out of play and just trade the crosses, right? That's what I'll be doing. All right, guys, have a good one. All the best. Cheerio.